Hello, how are you? Happy Tuesday, September 3. The title for today is the abomination of the desolation. Let's go directly to the Bible. So when you see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, standing where it ought not, let the reader understand. Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. What? Though, is this abomination of desolation that Jesus, referring to Daniel, talks about? Unfortunately, many scholars believe that this abomination refers to Antiochus Epiphanes, the desecration of the temple in the 2nd century BC. But that does not work. Jesus describes the abomination of desolation as something that occurs after his own time here. When was Jesus here? Between 4 BC until 31 AD. So it hardly could refer to something that happened 2 centuries before. He would have gotten cheated. Oh yeah, it happened. How did it happen? Before Jesus? No, it didn't. It was supposed to happen. Now, I'm not saying that dedicating the temple to Zeus by Antiochus Epiphanes is something good. No, that is still an abomination. I'm not saying that desecrating the altar where you're supposed to put a lamb and put a pig instead, to put swine on instead of a pig, instead of a lamb, is something good. No, that is still an abomination. But that is not the fulfillment of Jesus' words. The abomination refers to the planting of the Roman pagan standards in Israel during the siege of Jerusalem in the late AD 60, 67, 68, and 69 AD. This was a sign for the Christians to flee, which they did. Now I'm going to show you the picture. This is the best picture that I have seen, the best drawing of this abomination of desolation that happened 70 AD. From the words of Jesus. I'm going to tell you the story from the words of Jesus, okay? A person out on the deck, the words of Jesus, of a roof, must not go down into the house to pack. A person out in the field must not return even to get a coat. How terrible it will be for a pregnant woman and for nursing mothers in those days. And pray that your flight will not be in the winter. Of course, it's not talking about a flight of an airplane. Because some people say, pray that your flight will not be on the Sabbath. No, it's talking about running away. Pray that your running away will not be in the winter. For there will be greater anguish in those days than in any time since God created the world. And it will never be so great again. In fact, unless the Lord shortens that time of calamity, not a single person will survive. But for the sake of his chosen ones, he has shortened those days. Then, if anyone tells you, look, here is the Messiah, or there, that's the Messiah, don't believe it. The Messiah doesn't touch the earth. The Messiah is caught up in the cloud and will catch you up in the cloud without touching the earth. That is the true Messiah, and you will go to live with him forever. And Jesus continues the story. For false messiahs and false prophets will rise up, and they will perform signs and wonders so as to deceive, if possible, even God's chosen ones. Watch out. I have warned you about this ahead of time. At that time, after the anxiety of those days, after the anguish of those days, the sun will be darkened, the moon will give no light, the stars will fall from the sky, and the powers in the heavens will be shaken. Then everyone will see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory. And he will send out his angels to gather his chosen ones from all over the world, from the east and from the west, from the north and from the south, from the farthest ends of the earth and heaven, and Jesus will come again. May God bless you, and I will see you tomorrow.
I'm going higher, higher.